Hi, this is my second introductory lecture on Herconomics. In this talk, I want to briefly explain how and when not to apply the principles of economics which you are going to Herconomics, which you are going to learn in the rest of the talks and in the book. A friend of mine, after listening to me uh, about calculating the real cost of time, was very impressed with this concept. And he said that he is going to apply this in his own day to day work at home. So, what I understand, he went and told his wife that every week we are going to buy vegetables from the supermarket and look at the investment of my time. Every time I accompany you, though it is normally a Saturday or a Sunday, and we spend about 2 hours, the cost of my time, according to economics, is about these 2 hours cost me about at the rate of my CTC is about 12 lakhs. So my cost of time is about 12 lakhs divided by a month, which is about a lakh a month, and that means about 10 rupees a minute, and 12 if I look at 120 minutes in every trip, it costs about 120 multiplied 10, 1200 rupees a trip. And we only end up buying about 500 to 600 rupees vegetables. Instead of going to the supermarket, if you buy the same thing from a local vendor who comes to either to our house for home delivery, or do it online, or go to a vegetable market just about across 5 minutes away, you may be paying about 20 to 30% more, which means on a 600 rupees you are probably paying about another 120 rupees more, 720, but you save 1200 rupees, so there is a net profit of quite a bit. So my dear wife, I am not going to accompany you hereafter because this is not at all cost effective. I save my time, and I can use it in other kind of things, and you also will probably have your own way in terms of deciding, so that every time we don't have to keep arguing about what is to be got, and you don't have to bear with me at my suggestions of what vegetables to buy and what kind of curries I would like to have, etc., etc. So I think let us come to this application of these principles, and therefore the husband and wife, of course the husband didn't give much of a chance to the wife to apply her economics. I think they more or less decided to save on the costs, and they stopped therefore buying vegetables together, going to the supermarket, and then the wife started buying from a local market. When this friend of mine narrated to me, this is a wise decision that they have taken, I said, I am only afraid of one thing, my friend, that wait for 6 months. I think your entire life is going to change. So he said, why? Because you know what you have done. You have lost the opportunity to communicate to each other, to share with each other whatever are your concerns in the 2 hours of the time that you are going to buy vegetables. So as a result, I can expect that 6 months from now, your communications will be so much broken, conflicts will arise, and don't be surprised, one fine morning your wife declares that she is going to be more happy at her parents' home than at your place, and might walk away, or might want to have a long vacation from you, because now it's not any more fun in terms of going with you, because at least you are getting 2 hours a week along with her to go to the vegetable supermarket and so on and so forth. He said that of course it didn't, this particular part didn't occur to him. So Herconomics application is a wrong way, and I only imagined that one fine morning if his wife declares war on him and then walks away, what will be the kind of loss that my friend is going to incur not having wife, and he cannot calculate therefore how much money I have saved as a result of my wife not being here, and calculate in terms of the, I think it raises a whole lot of issues in terms of economic applications in terms of feelings, in terms of convenience, in terms of love, in terms of affection, and so on. So you cannot blindly apply economics, but economics at least helps you in terms of becoming sensitive of your time and respect for your time. It should also help you to become sensitive of the time of other person. Now calculate the amount of returns on investment that you're getting when you accompany your wife to the supermarket to buy vegetables. I think a lot of things, if you start thinking about it, you may not be able to do it in financial terms, but even if you have to do it in financial terms, you might come to the conclusion that you probably are responsible in terms of at least half your CTC to be passed on to your wife. Whatever you are doing, I think she is responsible in terms of your capacity to earn and things like that. So, my friends, I think the application of economics is strictly to learn to respect talent of ourselves and for other people, and not to be used in a short-sighted way to make all kinds of calculations and so on. I have, of course, used economics examples in the book as well as in my subsequent talks. I am going to say how you can cost the investment that you make in attending a training program and also measure the benefits with a view to get the best out of the training programs that you attend, not with a view to reduce going to training programs, but with a view to get the good return on investment and so on. So I'm sure you will enjoy and you will have a lot of fun in going through this book. I will not talk more on this particular lecture. In the next talk, we are going to focus on the use of economics principles in recruitment and retention of employees.